Recording started.
We're almost there.
I think we're live.
All right, perfect. Hey, we are. No thinking. We are. Welcome back to the Brew. We have nobody in here yet, but that's okay. That's how we're going to get it started. What's going on, Matt? How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, we got a different format, so maybe I don't know with multiple channels, maybe that's messing it up a little bit. Like I don't know, but I'm sure people will start filtering in. Um,
No, we
but
got a
no.
few people. It's
All right, here we
starting
go.
to pop
Okay,
up. We're good.
wonderful, wonderful. All right, no, doing great at the game, and check this out. Check this out. Yeah, I got one of those vests.
Yo,
Let's
you got
go.
one of the move vests?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My buddy Ryan, who's college aged. I met up with him at halftime, and he thought I deserved one of these. So I appreciate. Shout out to Ryan.
Oh wow, yeah, that's elite.
Yes, sir.
That's elite. That's elite stuff. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm kind of mad you didn't get me one.
Yeah, man. No, I feel like after the
Yeah.
dub, I gotta go pop it out a little bit here. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh yeah, please do. Take it off, Matt. This is a G-rated, PG-rated show, maybe PG-13. Some of our language sometimes gets a little Wisconsin-y. It's fine.
Yes, sir.
Um, yeah, we'll go to Shan King's comment real quick.
Bro.
Winter's ability to switch on starts and not have it be a mismatch is so clutch.
It's
Yes.
actually unbelievable. That's one of the things I wanted to hit on first was, yeah, that's why I thought this guy at the beginning of the season. That's why I thought he could be a pro. Also because I had some insider information, but
Oh,
I I his ability to switch at 7 feet tall just screams pro. And whether he goes next year or the following year, yeah, Windsor's super high level with that. It's actually ridiculous because Sturts is looking like a potential late first round pick, and you can at 7 feet stay in front of him. Unbelievable. I almost felt like I wanted him to guard Sturts more than anybody. Like I was happy when they would switch. Like I almost feel like Winter's the best guy for Sturts. What do you think? Am I out of pocket for saying that?
Yeah, especially late clock. Like for Winter to deal with him a whole possession isn't
Yeah,
great.
no, I
But
agree. I agree. I'm saying like a late switch,
late clock switch,
late clock
one-on-one stuff.
switch. Give me
Yeah,
Winter.
well, yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
agree with you. I thought Carrington did a good job on starts. We were talking a little bit right before we hopped on the live. I asked Matt because he was at the game today. Lucky dog, he was at the game today. And I wanted to know about
And now
Sturts's
now I'm at
footwork.
a undisclosed location nearby.
Are we undisclosed right now?
Yes. Well,
We're
yeah, Sturts'
undisclosed.
footwork.
Yeah,
Well, we're nearby at a hotel. I'm hopping on the Wi-Fi. I'm not
gotcha.
trying to talk too loud. So if I'm acting a little weirder on my voice is a little odd, it's because I'm not trying to talk too loud. Like it is kind of quiet in here, and I don't want to be causing a scene. But I no, I was talking about Sturts' footwork, dude.
Yeah,
Everything's elite
Sturts's
with him.
footwork.
He's just so high level, and it's actually kind of funny to see him get flustered because he's so even keeled. He's so level headed, and then towards the end, like Wisconsin was really dogging him from multiple different guys, and he got flustered a little bit. He threw a few behind the back passes that went out of bounds. He got upset. He wanted no piece. He wanted no part of Winter. I talked about I wanted to see Winter on him. Like once Winter got switched on him late in that game, he was like no mas. Like I'm not trying anymore. He didn't even try. And there's another time where I don't remember who was guarding him, but he drove by his defender and Winter was there and help, and he's like, I'm gonna get rid of that ball. But everything from him is super high level. Just the cutting, finding cutters, the setting up his teammates is how composed he is. The game just moves so slowly for him. So yeah, no, Sturts was fun, and just some of those shots he was hitting, like the ball barely was touching the net on some of those. He was willing Iowa to stay in that game, and
Oh
he
yeah.
might be the most important player in the Big Ten in the sense that if he were to go down, Iowa would be cooked. Like I would be really bad if they did have Sturts, but they will be like a 7, 8, 9, 10 seed because of him. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's my answer there.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I mean, we had scouted him a little bit before, and it was a absolutely fun guy to watch. I was like, oh, he really understands the game at a high level. We talked about that in the pregame. Yeah, let's go to Shanking's other comment. Obviously, yeah, Winter is getting his 3-point shot back. I think he's hit. I think he's hit like 8 or 9 in a row now, hasn't he? And is there something with his shot that you see, Mike? Has he was consistently 38%
Well,
last year, and now
I
he's down to
think
30. Go ahead. What you got?
Well, I well, part of it's just being ready to shoot. Like part of it is just having that
Yeah,
mentality. Like I'm going to be in an athletic stance, and I'm going to be looking to shoot that ball. I'm not going to be passive. So when he's off the ball, he is ready to shoot. Be a little bit of hesitancy, but I'm gonna pivot this and ask the question back to you. You broke this down great early in the year, got really granular into his form. You talk about it. What are you seeing differently now versus what you saw in November, December? I'm seeing a mentality shift, but you can get into the granular a little bit. What are you seeing? Mechanics, forms, hips. What are you seeing that's different right now? Oh,
he's very, very fluid. Oh, you're good. You just got a little bit laggy on the picture, but you're good. No, his form is just he's just got more confidence, right? It's a bigger thing. He's seen the ball go through the rim a few different times. And then, yeah, the biggest thing, I mean, we talked about this a few times early in the season, him being really ready to shoot and being like, oh, this is a shot I should take. And he wasn't doing that early. And here, like, he shot the one on a pick and pop on the left side that in the first half that I had no idea. Like when he let it go, I was like, "Ooh, that was a little bit rushed," but it was very, very fluid, and he knocked it down. So for me, just seeing that, what he's got going on with his form in that sense has been amazing. We might have lost Matt for a second there. He might be still be following along. He's at an undisclosed location right now,
yeah,
close to the game. But
yeah. I know. You,
no, he's doing great stuff. Like, and the thing with him right now is he's overcoming those first 8 or 9 games where he was like at 13 or 14%. So the reason his shooting percentage is so low is because he missed a lot of shots early, and it's really really hard to get back from that. So I would say most people are going to take his last take out those first 10 games, and the last 20 games he's the one he's been shooting at a very very high level.
100%. Am I back?
Oh, yeah, you're back now. Hold on. We just gave a breakdown, but we do have to. We're still on Nolan really here. We're finished up with Nolan because we talked a lot about him so far. But one thing we do have to talk about is have I ever failed a dunk attempt like Nolan's today? Yes, I have. Now, not as bad and as open as he was, but there has been a couple where I've been like, because he didn't even jump. I was confused. He didn't even jump. You were there. Did you see that? It was
He
bad.
was very nonchalant with it. He was just
He
so
was
nonchalant.
right.
Like he just was straight up and yeah, you just got a little too casual there.
Yeah, it was, and I was a little. I was like, "Oh no! Don't tell me they come down and bang 2 threes on us real quick and make this a game."
Yeah,
Like
that's
I've seen
exactly
that
what I was
happen
thinking.
before. I've seen that
Yes.
happen before, where you make a play like that, and all of a sudden it's an easy game to like, "Oh man, we got to stress a little bit more." But
And I think it's one of those
no,
things too. I believe like your net ranking, winning by 10 is a very good thing, I believe, for the net ranking. So I was
is
thinking
it?
about that too. That's what I've heard. Like you hitting that 10-point threshold is good for that net ranking. So I was thinking like, boy, that would really stink if Iowa, they hit two threes and they either make it a game or two, just pull within 10, where that affects their net ranking because Nolan got a little too nonchalant on that dunk there. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I agree.
But yeah, and let's obviously we got to talk about Nick Boyd a little bit. We got to talk about
We
Nick
do,
Boyd.
we do. We got to talk
He,
about him now.
I was hunting that triple double. Like I wanted to see him. I was straight up LeBron James, hoping he would stat pad and stat hunt, and that he didn't get that 10th rebound. But holy cow, so much of what he was doing is just effort. Like that, he dropped a dime to Rapp to make it
Hmm.
66-61. I think with 7 minutes left and that was all hustle. He chased down a loose ball like a madman. He's using his speed and just playing just so hard. And yeah, I mean, I was very critical of him in November and December, and he's quickly, even though he's a 1 year guy, he's becoming one of my all time favorites because he's playing so hard and with his God given athleticism and his speed for how he protects the ball, like the lack of turnovers he has, like all these games where he has one turnover, two turnovers, zero turnovers
He had one today.
one tonight. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous to be that fast, have the ball in your hand that much, and to turn the ball over one time. It's nutty. So shout out to Nick Boyd, and I think Nick Boyd, Wisconsin's probably going to fall to the top 25. I'm not sure what you think, but they're probably going to fall out. But it's like, man, he should at least be in the talks for Big Ten Player of the Year for sure. I think what he's doing is going under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, I think, I think it's a little bit under the radar. I think one thing is yeah, they'll probably drop out just because of that Ohio State loss, right? It was a goofy game, and we talked about that afterwards of just, kind of how they bounce back. But yeah, Nick Boyd definitely is going to be, it's hard to keep him off of the first or second team all Big Ten, but that's kind of one of the things that's really great about the league this year is how deep it is. Like think about how deep the point guard position is. Like Nick Boyd's an incredible point guard. He's great. Sturts, he's a really great player. You got Braden Smith down at Purdue. Like there's Wagler at Illinois. Like the league is so incredibly deep, and this team is extremely talented. And to be on the top half of this league, like we're witnessing a really really good team, and Nick Boyd is willing them to victories. Like it was a sleepy start again, and Nick Boyd, there was a moment where he just said, you know what, I'm over this.
I'm
He said I'm
pivoting.
gonna
I think
just
it's Rap. I mean, got to give Boyd a ton of credit, but to me, it was Rap who shifted the energy there because I don't know if it was about 20-11 or 18-11, and Iowa was just
oh yeah, he hit
hooping.
the
That
two
ball was
threes.
moving super crispy. Not even just the two threes. He hit those two threes, but he also had a beautiful rebound, and he had a play where he anticipated and moved his feet on defense, and he cut the driver off so well to his right hand. And that's high level stuff from Rap that we were not seeing at all at the beginning of this year. Not at all. So yeah, Rap's starting to hit shots, and what's funny about his shots is they're barely starting to touch the net at this point. Like they are just going right through the hoop, Larry Bird style. The net's barely moving. He's finding his shot. He's ready to shoot, and it looks beautiful. But he's doing little things like he's rebounding. He's making hustle plays. He's had some and ones putting the ball in the deck. So Rap has all of a sudden become just a game changer for Wisconsin. And yeah, no, I want to give Rap the shout out. To me, he was the guy who shifted the energy. It felt like Iowa might come in here and just punch Wisconsin in the mouth and get the dub. Like that's the vibe I was getting. And then all of a sudden Rap came in
Interesting.
and the vibe just shifted once he came in. His energy shifted things. So shout out to Boyd. Boyd played unbelievable. I think Boyd should be potentially first team, second team All American. But to me, Rap was the biggest game changer in that the energy shifted once he entered the game.
Nice. Yeah, like that was yeah, he's become a much more complete player, right? Like he's just become like he's figured some stuff out here in a month. He's grown up really, really fast and learned this game. He's starting to put the ball on the deck a little bit more. He's yeah, like you said, he's ready to shoot and he's taking really good shots. I
Yes.
feel like he's really balanced on all his shots now. And
He's
yeah, him coming off the bench is huge. We didn't have him against Ohio State. Remember, he didn't play.
Bro, talk about balance. He's like Miyagi out there, dude. Dude has found his balance. But you know what I think, dude? Sorry to cut you off, but an idea, and I don't want this to leave my head. He might be our first guest we bring on for an interview. I had a great
Okay.
rapport with him, and I think you two would really hit it off. Rap's just a good guy, cool Australian, just a good vibe. I think that would be a fun interview. I think Rap might be the first guy we got to bring on. Well,
Let's see if we
if you
can
guys have
see
any
if we can do it.
suggestions down in the comments, let us know. But I think Rap might be the guy.
Yeah, and just, kind of piggyback on that. I haven't interacted with too many Australians, but the ones I have, they seem to like me. They like a little red in their life. It's fine. But yeah,
Yeah,
he was playing
both you guys
defense
are
today.
red.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got a little bit there. We'll adopt him.
Maybe I'll grow my beard back out, and when I do, I have a little red too. So
I
I'll have a lot of
miss
red.
I miss the mustache. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. But he
My
plays great
fiance doesn't
defense.
miss it, but
So the
she would
things
never
we do
tell
for the
me that. She
ladies.
would never tell me that, but I know, I know she's watching.
Secretly, you feel
I know, especially what I had going on
um,
here. Like I'm not gonna lie, I was looking kind of
I
funky.
loved it.
Like I
I
can admit
loved it.
that
I
I was
loved it.
looking funky. But let's talk about John Blackwell for a second. Do you
Oh,
think
perfect.
to me, he seems like he might be a little banged up right now. What do you think?
Yeah, it seemed like he was, he hasn't quite moved the same. Like I feel like he's taken a lot of hits. He's taken a lot of tough falls. I think he was grabbing his ankle a little bit earlier today. So, nobody at this point in the season, nobody's healthy. Nobody's feeling, you know, chipper by any stretch of the imagination, especially going through this Big Ten and also the style that they're playing, right? They're getting up and down. Their goal is to get 90. They're playing a really fast pace, and it's very taxing on your body to play that way. So yeah, I don't think he's quite there. He did get 8 free throws. He did get 4 on the last like 2 minutes. I guess yeah, we can go right to the question. Do you feel like he look passive today? And thank you, Michelle, for commenting. Or that's Michael. Sorry, my bad, Michael. Hey, don't worry. I've had that happen to me too. My name is Michael. I get that happening also. I might need glasses now. No, I'm getting old, Matt. I might need glasses. Michael
Well, yeah, shout
Austin,
out to
thank you very
Michelle
much.
for the
My bad.
comment. And yeah, well, no, and there's a comment a little lower that says, well, I don't know if I can show it right now. You're the host. So yeah, like, yeah, I mean, sometimes it's not your day and you don't force it. Like, I think that's a beautiful thing right there. Clearly it was Boyd's day. Things were flowing through Boyd. And I like that. Earlier in this year, I felt like sometimes there would be a bit of a disconnect between Boyd and Blackwell, where maybe the two are almost like trying to outdo each other, the two alphas on the team, but they have found a flow, a rhythm, and Boyd, to me, like what's so impressive is he almost had that triple double, but it didn't feel like he was stat padding or stat hunting at all. He was just trying to get the dub. That's the way I saw it.
Yeah, he was like he needed all that going on. He had just such an impressive floor game today. That was one thing. Like, yeah, he scored a lot and he was doing a lot of things we were accustomed to doing, but this was like his overall floor game of just being in passing lanes, getting to the loose balls. Like he had the loose ball where he got blocked. That was crazy. I don't know how
I'm
he
trying to
ended up
think.
getting the ball. So basically it was a defensive stop. Rhodey, I think Rapp stop starts, and then Rhodey got his hands in there, and then it was kind of a loose ball, and there was two Iowa guys that he just literally like poked it from them, ran and got it, poked it from another guy, ran and got it, and then got it. The kid got a really nice block on from behind, but I was like, "There's no way he beat 4 guys down the floor." I was very impressed.
Mike, question I got for you, and putting you on the spot a little bit, but who do you think is the best pro that played in the game today? Is it Nolan Winter? Is it John Blackwell? Nick Boyd? Bennett Sturts? If you had to get your crystal ball out, who's the best pro on the court today?
Nolan Winter,
Okay.
and just because of like, I mean, he had a nasty jump hook. He put the ball on the deck. He ran the floor extremely well. He had a nice finish where Boyd found him, and that wasn't like an easy finish that he had. He was in the middle of middle of the lane. It's just there's certain things that happen when Nolan Winter has worked extremely hard. He has a really good game, and he has a very expansive game that we're not really seeing yet, and it's only going to get better. I think. From everything I've been
I
told about
agree.
him, he just works extremely hard, and he just won that genetic lottery where there's just he's got it like that. 7 footer, can move, fluid, works hard. Like there's certain stuff like that.
Hey, put that newest comment on. Put the newest one by Brett.
There we go.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
thank you very much, Brett. We appreciate that. We
Yes,
appreciate
yes.
that.
Yeah, no, we're rolling. We're rolling. We appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys who are here a little bit early. Mike and I, we've been pretty consistent. We had a discussion off camera that we in March are going to really try being consistent and doing some things different that we haven't done so far. And yeah, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate your support and that comment. It means a lot. And then Mike, one more question I got for you is. I mean, today was a really good game. Ohio State, terrible. What's something that Wisconsin needs to improve on for them to make a deep run into the NCAA tournament?
I mean, obviously, this team is really built on an offensive engine, right? Like the style they're playing on is they're trying to get to 90. They're really trying to outpace you, and that's what happened in today's game. But the biggest thing for them right now is really stringing together stops early in games because it's not that you can necessarily win a game in the first half, but you can lose a game in the first half really easily. And this team, they get into the NCAA tournament, they get into the Big Ten tournament, and they have, you can have a rough 10-minute stretch, but if you have a rough 10-minute stretch and you need to fall back on something, it's got to be stops. And so, they can keep getting better on that overall. But for me, I mean, I feel like they played a great game today. This was, they had their early starts. Iowa came out with, it seemed like a lot more energy, right? I guess that's been the MO or the heel of this team so far is just being sleepy in the beginning of the game. they got to get hit in the mouth for them to show up, and that's some
That's
teams
got
are
to
like that. Like,
change. I understand some teams are like that, but that's got to change. I mean, that's exactly what happened against BYU last year in the round of 32. And there's something about like when you're at home getting hit in the mouth and scratching and clawing your way back in a regular season game, but when the stakes are a little bit higher against a better team, I mean, Iowa's a good team, but you get the stakes raised of an NCAA tournament game, win or go home, your college career's over if you're Nick Boyd, you're a sixth-year senior. Like, there's just something a little bit different where, like, that's got to change. That's my biggest thing. Is this team, they got to stop with these sleepy starts. Oh, they can't. I'm telling you, they can't go down 25-11 to a team like BYU from last year. BYU's a little bit
yeah,
cooked now. They had Saunders and the other another guy
Saunders.
got hurt after the Wisconsin game. Another white dude. I don't remember his name, but both guys are out and they're kind of cooked. But yeah, I digress. That's my biggest thing. They gotta these sleepy starts, man. It's fine at home at the Kohl Center, kind of nice Sunday afternoon, but I don't like it come March, man.
Oh no, it's not fun, but it's they just gotta weather that storm, right? That's their biggest thing. If we can get them to be active early, if coach can get them to be really active and he can at least manage something within the first 8 minutes of the game and keep it close and make sure that they can finally wake up, then it is what it is. Because there are some times where just that's the style of a team. That's just how they get down. That's what they do. I've been on teams like that where it's like, all right, we just don't show up until 6 minutes left in the second quarter, and then for whatever reason we find a flow, we find something that works, and then we attack it. And that's one thing that this team actually does a really good job of. I say, even though they do get down, they when they're getting down, there's a point where something gets unlocked, and that's where they find something against these teams, and they go, okay, well, we're just going to keep attacking that. And it's also like the way Boyd and Blackwell play. It's constant pressure of scoring guards, and sometimes that just takes a second to really connect. I would like to quote Denzel Washington when he says, "We only run 6 plays." The veer, it's like Novocaine. Just give it time, baby. That's kind of what Boyd and Blackwell are. Just give it time. Like, just they'll event this. There's a certain point where they will show up.
Well, so I have two more things before we wrap it up. Is there anything else you want to discuss?
No, I'm good. I got my
Okay.
winning scarf on.
Let's go. I might have to rep this fest, man. I got to rep this
You
fest.
might
I did
have
pretty
to.
well after I threw this on at halftime. My buddy Ryan, shout out to Ryan and his girlfriend Alyssa. They gave me this beautiful vest, and Wisconsin started cooking. So maybe this would be like the Barstool Big Cat sweater that he always wears, but hopefully a little
Elite
bit better
vest.
because yeah, he's taking a lot of L's. But if you can answer this one real quickly, Mike, who wins in the battle of the redheads right now in a game of 1-on-1? You or Austin Rapp?
I'm about to start my season. I'm in shape.
Yeah, who's getting the W?
Oh, me. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, no questions asked. Like, oh, I've seen a few of him. We're good. I've seen a few of him. We're good.
But don't
He's
talk too
not.
much. I want to get him on the show.
Hey, I'm 35, my guy. I've been around. I've seen it. We're good. Like, I know what I need to do. If I'm knocking shots down, it's over. I mean, it'd be fun. I'm ready because he's also a big human. That's the thing. If he can figure out to be a bigger human, then I might have to like. It's a lot, but I digress.
Okay, so Mike's taking that, and then the last question is this team, I mean, obviously anything can happen in 40 minutes, but do you think this team has the most potential to make a deep run in the tournament that guards had so far?
Yes,
I
I
agree.
think so. Like, I mean, it's hard for me to say no, like the only other team is last year's team.
Yeah,
Like,
I would also throw in that Nigel Hayes team in 2017, but their problem is when you have two guys who shoot 50% from the free throw line and get there about 10 times a game, that's going to catch up with you, and that's what happened against Florida. But
yeah, it was just Hab couldn't knock down free throws,
or
and it was
Nigel.
yeah,
Nigel
Nigel
couldn't
was
either.
struggling there. Yeah, it was That team was super talented too.
They were
You
good.
know,
I mean, they should have won that game and made the lead eight. Like they figured things out, but like that being able to shoot makes the world go round. But yeah, so I didn't mean to cut you
yes.
off. You think
Oh
these
no,
last
you're
two
good.
years teams have the highest ceiling?
Yeah, like I mean, just and just the highest ceiling because like I will say this, like this style, especially if it gets cooking in the tournament, and you can find a wave in the tournament, like this style of how they play is really like a way to get deep runs. Because if you've seen some teams like this that all of a sudden it's just like offensively they just are a load to deal with and they got a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of scoring and and the thing is they have two guys that can get them out of scoring drops.
100%.
And that's a big thing in the tournament because there's going to be a point where there's going to be a scoring drought in a tournament game and you got to deal with it. And it's just like, okay, how do I handle this? And they got two dudes that do it.
Sir. So wonderful. I think that's a good stopping point for today. But thank you guys. Thank you for everyone who tuned into the Brew with Matt and Mike. We will be back again soon. We'll be back with more live streams. This might be my last time at the Doubletree here in Madison, recording on the season. But we'll be back. We'll be back again soon. So hit that subscribe button on both my channel, Mike's channel. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok. We're there. But we appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. We appreciate the comments, everything like that. We'll hopefully have you guys have a great rest of your evenings.
Yes, sir. All right, man. You